Club Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Chargers.
One down.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now.
Hit him with that block.
Week 13.
Hit him with that block.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Damn, I had to get a mid-range green Honda. What the hell? What a pass. That shit look ugly as hell, though.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Joel.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's Ben Simmons. He's hit a mid-range. What type of shit is this?
Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That's a bucket.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Smooth.
No, check!
Give me that.
Patriot! Detroit!
No. Oh, Lord!
Gone!
Ow!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Oh, no, bullshit like that, nigga. Oh, that nigga.
He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Knees, bitch.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What do I mean? Making assists, 6 points.
Geis receives the pitch. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same.
They want it to be,
right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch it now, Barney! Set!
Now a toss. This is Geis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle there by John Johnson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
Oh, I needed to hit that.
About hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's been a 7-play
Jimmy,
opening
cut it out.
drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Detroit! Gone!
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above have all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Yeah, literally anybody can make layups in this game. I know he got some speed. Wow, what the? I can't wait till I unlock that dribbling attribute. It's gonna be so easy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What the heck? I just can't hit open shots now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Cut it out.
Oh, Joel. Easy buckets.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
What team did you go to
inside
live?
the 35. A really nice
I'm on the
gain of
goddamn
25
Suns.
yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession.
What is this story on lot? Like, do you get to be drafted or you pick what team you want to be on?
That feels good, but you know on
Get
their side of the
drafted.
field, all they're
He
thinking
adjusted,
is
yeah.
finish this drive off
But,
because it took it away.
what is
The
this?
Chargers rush is
I
gonna
forgot, what is
get
this?
there. Down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there.
Kids who was in college, and, like, I think that year,
Job becomes
he got
twice
that
as
he injured.
difficult now after the sack. It's
I
2nd
think
and
that's
20.
18. Is that 18?
Play action.
Yeah, that's
no
18.
throw.
And this story, I'm pretty
He's
sure
gonna
he,
fire
like,
one deep over the
I forgot
middle.
what it was like.
And he's unable to grab it.
He was hooping in high school and I think college too. Then he started playing like overseas.
Defensively here, you're facing a
And it's
top
like,
no,
that's
that's in the
2K.
NFL, so when
No,
they're
this
that
is
high power,
literally
you gotta
19 too.
find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's
I
the
played the
magic
one.
number.
I played that
20-point
whole
score,
scenario thing.
you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a
thought this
shootout,
was a
and that means
different-
your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to flip one out here.
No, because I didn't have 18. I didn't play 18
demo.
demo.
The 33-yard line here. They do get 10 back, but still
all.
a ways to go on
It's
4.
not even on my system.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever
14.
before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Back down to 30. Here we go. Gone.
Upgrade my 3.
Detroit.
Upgrade my shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Okay, NBA 2K is the real reason Jackson Ellis has been in every 2K since 2014. I'm gonna watch that
Big
again.
play there. His
Bro, I
second
need to know,
touchdown
'cause this
of the
motherfucker-
season. And the Chargers have taken the first
I
quarter
don't
lead.
want to be raced.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3
Like, I
lead.
genuinely need to know that shit.
How
It's
does the
like, this
kickoff
nigga
unit
has
as
no
they run up and
importance.
send this one away.
Look at those ATM. They just cook these niggas.
That's fielded in the end zone.
ATM is just, okay, ATM is there from last year, so like, I understand that, but like, the fact that you have,
So
what's his
that will
name,
push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block
like, the
in the
fact
back,
that you still
that
have
penalty
Jackson Ellis,
removed them
like,
back.
you know, being in here,
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Pretty bad in here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Hey, that's got 11 on.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Win the game to a lot AI. Nothing bad.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Green, 39.
Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. We talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Back line out, Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Over!
They'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sean Robinson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
There you go.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Detroit!
Get the
Following
fuck.
the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it's a 2nd down.
Ben Simmons, get a block.
Shoot him.
Shoot him. Kill him.
Blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
My teammate doesn't give a fuck.
They'll set up a throw.
This is the issue with Apex. Teammates don't give a fuck.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hell no.
Looking to throw.
He almost had greatness.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
This is why I wish I had people who were good and played
now it's
this
first
game.
and goal. They're going to look to throw.
Damn.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home.
Then go.
And they're taking the
Put the
ball away
toy
in
down.
coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Under your toes. The wife's up there.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
You don't need any more. You're about to go to bed.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Face ass.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball.
Don't nobody want to see that
They
shit.
just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive
Who
and
the
maybe
fuck
get in the
wants to
same
hang out with
position.
Jackson
Yeah,
Hayes?
that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it.
He's got him in. Complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Three-time NBA All-Star, blazing charities, coaches his kids little league.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this
Bro,
up.
please,
They get the ends on really
They'll run with Geis. And
right.
he stopped immediately there. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
The Knicks got the 3rd pick.
How much they trust their guys.
They got the 3rd
pick?
Yeah, the Lakers got the 4th. The Knicks got the 5th.
Try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up.
Wow.
The Grizzlies got the 2nd, and the Pelicans got the number 1 pick.
Oh, it's going to be lit. The Pelicans are going to be lit. Oh, my God.
Scrimmage again, the 25,
bro.
2nd and 10.
Oh, bro, that is out of pocket.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Bro, this is going to be crazy.
2 seconds left on the clock. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd
Get out of the closet now.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Malone. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
They start on the ground with Geis. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Junior, you're too loud.
He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
He's going to float this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
Fuck all the enemy down. Get the fuck over here and pick me up, nigga. We all we got, nigga. We all we got, nigga.
Now Geis trying to get to the outside and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Let's go. 319. 319. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Dumping it off for Johnson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
No, check, Patriots.
play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think he did probably
trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Worm, how you saying the Knicks don't get AD?
What did he say?
He said the Knicks don't get AD.
No, they're not. I guarantee you he's staying at this point.
The Chargers on
First.
3rd down. They've hit it
He's probably gonna stay
50%,
for
3
like
of
a
6
year
to this
to see
point.
how
This is 3rd and 8.
things pan out.
Yeah.
They'll hand it down to Geis. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They give it to him running left, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They run with Geis. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Darius Geis, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Nigga, why didn't you pick me up?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what
I
you
wonder
thought they would have to hold this
who the Lakers
offense
are
to,
going to
or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves
Pelicans
in a great
are most likely
position to
going
win this
Zion.
because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done,
Grizzlies.
well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on
Might go
victory.
Derek.
Leading here in the 4th. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the
We'll
flags.
probably pick up John Morant in that case.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game,
we're not running sit
you
down.
can't have those kind of plays.
But yeah, they would probably
So
go
the
to.
yellow
They would
flag
probably
came out,
go
and that
John
leads to
Morant
a
in
new
that case.
set of downs for this
Which leaves
offense.
Lakers
1st
with
and
Cam
10.
Reddish or somebody like that.
On play action. They'll
Maybe.
throw.
That's how it goes.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I have no guns or anything, but okay.
Let's go.
That's a quick strike out to Watkins. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play.
What the
Because
fuck?
guess what? The guy catching the ball,
What
you get all
the
the credit.
fuck,
But how
man?
about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice
come
timing
kill
play,
this
and
man.
sometimes
What the-
it can break big.
Why would you do that knowing that I'm not going to have any guns or anything? Why would you?
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job
And you're shooting
there
at
to
them
force an
with a
incompletion.
sniper. You're
They've been
going
very
to lose
cohesive,
that battle.
knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about
You
the
deserve
32.
to die on that one. I'm sorry. You very much deserve to die on that one.
Now
Should
he'll
have
look
picked
to
you
throw
up
here on
way.
2nd and 10. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins.
You brothers
That'll
were
give him
talking
60
3
yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Gun, gun,
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth
I would
quarter,
keep
that field
ADMs.
goal
I
might
would.
not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there.
I was
hoping
like, what
maybe
is he
on
talking about? I
defense
was
they
like,
can get better
yes,
field
they're going to
position,
keep
get a
Zion and
turnover,
AD.
get
What
a
do you
better
mean?
play, and then have a chance to attack the
Yes,
end
they
zone.
are.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Hazel, stop it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the
I
line
just
of
knew the
scrimmage
Knicks
and
weren't going to
taken
get the
down.
first pick, though.
Officially no gain on
I
the
knew
play,
they
and
were.
it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Honestly,
18 big
the
yards on that
Pelicans
one,
might
and a
shock
charge
us
your
all and
first.
just go.
Well, probably the only thing you did wrong there was go out of
weird
bounds,
shit.
nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now let's go. Blue, lady.
Oh my God.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the
Yeah,
pickup there.
free
They'll have a
agency is
2nd
definitely
and
going to be
1.
interesting.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On the ground is Geis, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
So Speed, in your opinion, who would you go with? Would you go with Durant first, or would you go with R.J. Barrett first? Even though they play 2 different positions.
Following the penalty, it's Geis, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I would go
like the strategy.
with
Extra tight ends,
just
extra
because
beat. They want to run the football, but that
He's
means
a
they
better
probably won't
scorer.
run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
yeah, and
you're
more
in peril.
efficient.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I feel that.
Continuing
I
to
guess for
run, they'll
me,
probably
I just
wind
say
this all the way
RJ
before
because, like,
snapping it on
obviously,
second down.
I mean, I know they play 2 different positions, but they have 2 different play styles, honestly. Close to this time,
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute
John
killer,
Morant's
and it's
like
one that drives
6'.
coaches and teammates insane.
And
Now
also,
it's
I like
1st and
size,
10,
so
a big mistake,
RJ
especially
Barrett
when you
would probably
factor in the
be.
personal foul yardage.
I don't know. I guess for me, I wouldn't be surprised if RJ went to
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
went to the Grizzlies.
Darius Geis,
Why
his
am I-
second TD of the
why
game
am I-
and 18th of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Yo.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Move.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all.
No,
right?
put that
Sometimes
back.
you can absorb
Put it back.
when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, which is still great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Higgins. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
I'm sorry, my fingers got tired. I got tired of texting. Yeah, I got way too tired of texting.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Casey Hayward.
So
that is going to be brought back to the 22.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Everybody thought the Knicks were going to get number 1.
I would have thought that too, honestly.
Anybody was at the highest percentage.
Now a run with Geis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
But honestly, this is what I'm going to say.
That came out for the
I think
offense.
RJ is going to go second.
I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
not only because of his size, but also because of the position that he plays.
The line of scrimmage.
And the Grizzlies would rather take a shooting guard. He's a point guard. They already have a long-term point guard.
So they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident.
Andrew Wiggins is a small forward.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they
exactly.
want to run out there.
RJ Barrett is a shooting guard. He would fit in perfectly.
The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point.
Honestly,
this is third and 9.
It's all going to be based off how free agency goes. The free agency is going to be crazy.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout.
Oh no, he's definitely staying. He's going to stay just to see how it goes. Honestly.
Next.
He's going to at least stay this year. I guarantee you he's at least
stay. Make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
And I know he's on my team now and everything, but like,
head back onto the field.
I genuinely don't think people really
interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start
I've been a Lakers fan.
You just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's a struggle to play with him.
I know it is. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
But that's crazy because he's been put in a position.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long.
Might stay.
You know they trust him with the football.
Even though I know he doesn't want to, he might just stay because of how close they were.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Yeah, true.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape. But, yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
It's possible.
So for the home team here, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And for